order. Runnemede Board of Education meeting is called to order. The Board of Education is in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 entitled the Open Public Meetings Act. The time, date, and locations of this meeting was appropriately advertised by notifying in retrospect, as well as posting notices in Borough Hall, Runnemede Post Office, Maryville School, Alliant Bingham School, Grace Downing School, and the Runnemede Public District School District website. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, board members.
Patricia Dare.
She will be late.
Angel Beebe. Here. Charles Buckheim.
Here.
Naomi Davidson. Here. Maria Panzarella.
Here.
Patricia Smith. Here. Samantha Spalding.
Here.
Lynn Terrell. Here. And John Ward.
Here.
8 present.
Also present, Mark Iannucci, Superintendent, Joanne Augustine, Business Administrator, Board Secretary, Jade Yezi, Principal, Bingham Downing School, Steve Pearley, Principal, Maryville School, Lori Hines, Child Study Team Supervisor, Liz Armetta, School Psychologist, and Butch Bruner. I don't have his correct title in front of me because they left you off, Mr. Bruner. I added you on. Maintenance.
Educational facilities manager.
Yes, congratulations. Speaking of that, he should be home, but he's here. I need a motion to approve the minutes for June 27th. Motion made by Patty.
Second.
Seconded by Naomi. Any questions? Roll call.
Angel Beebe. Charles Buckheim.
Yes.
Naomi Davidson.
Yes.
Maria Panzarella.
I have to abstain on the absent.
Patricia Smith.
Yes.
Samantha Spalding.
Yes.
Lynn Terrell.
I have to abstain because of my absence.
John Ward.
We'll have to go back to that when Patty comes here. All right. So I need a motion to approve the June 2013 preliminary financial report.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Chaz,
Second.
seconded by Patty. Any questions? Roll call.
Angel Beebe.
Yes.
Charles Buckheim.
Yes.
Naomi Davidson.
Yes.
Maria Panzarella.
Yes.
Patricia Smith.
Yes.
Samantha Spalding.
Yes.
Lynn Terrell.
Yes.
John Ward.
Yes.
Motion carries.
There are no presentations this evening. However, we do want to congratulate Butch Bruner for receiving his Educational Facilities Manager Certificate. Congratulations on all your work. Thank you for being here in pain. At this time, we are open for public comments on agenda items only. At this time, does anyone in the public have any comments or questions on any agenda items? Everyone looks like they're busy still looking at the agenda items. I'll give you a minute. Probably because we didn't have a meeting last. Mrs. Farry.
Amy Farry, 1603, is on number 15, under personnel.
Yes,
Is that a new position?
that is a new position.
It's a new position because what?
Mr. Iannucci, Miss Augustine, which one of you want to take that question?
There's a lot of work in the business office, and in order to address some of the additional items other than accounts payable, the best way to do that is break off part of the responsibility. So having a part-time person with no benefits just to focus on the accounts payable, and have current staff deal with all the additional reporting and other things was the best use of time and efficient too.
Well, the current staff we have also direct some additional responsibilities, the curriculum supervisor position, needs some assistance in some of the stuff they're doing, as well as data entry and things like that.
So she'll do some of that for him?
Current staff.
Current staff.
Oh, current will,
Yeah, so the
okay,
responsibilities will be taken away from that person.
There's gonna be shifting responsibilities.
okay.
So since some of the responsibilities of current employees are shifting, there was a need for a new part-time employee
Okay.
in the
And,
business office.
and how many hours is, this person gonna work?
It could be 25 to 30.
Yeah.
Okay, so the yearly cost is roughly, I won't hold you to it, 30, 35?
No,
Maybe
no,
less.
it was under that, it was under that, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions on agenda items? Mr. Connor?
Under finance, can you explain number 8?
Under finance, number 8. One second.
Point of sale system, POS means point of sale system, and what we want to try to do is create a more state of the, well, I can say state of the art, but actually a more efficient way of tracking the lunches and also keeping, because what this will do, a point of sale system will not only record everything right there, but it will integrate with their financial reports as well. Currently, we're utilizing tickets manually, which is very time consuming, and
Outdated.
so the point of sale is where all schools are at now or are going to. We're probably, even the auditor says, I think we're one of the only schools that still use manual tickets. So we're trying to move in the direction that needs to go as far as keeping track of our lunches.
Okay.
Any other questions, Dan?
No.
Amy?
Piggybacking on that, does that mean that this specific system will enable parents to upload money via the internet prior?
At some point, but we're gonna go in
But it
steps,
has the
but it
capabilities
definitely has
to
that
grow into
capabilities,
that.
Yeah,
yes,
create an account, and put money in it.
yes.
Right, that's what I'm saying, but because I don't know if all of them have that, that's why I was curious if that
Yes.
one.
No, we asked that a few months ago
Okay.
when it was first brought up.
Yeah.
Mrs. Winters?
Hi.
Could you just state your
Michelle
address,
Winter,
please?
17 Bingham.
Thank you.
On that note as well, does that mean we can start pre-planning lunches?
Not yet,
We're not there yet.
not yet.
But we will be? Before my
We will
kids
get to the
out?
20th century sometime soon.
Not necessarily.
promise.
Before Maddie graduates.
Yeah, is she like person? Okay. There's a whole lot that's going into that, you know, every year we're in the red with lunches, and so we, obviously, you know, we go out to Belmar, does our lunches. Before that, Black Horse Pike used to, like when I was a kid here, you know, we have a kitchen in the works. So there's a whole lot of things with our lunch program that's going to be changing in the next few years, so stay tuned. And that's just honest, like,
So
it's
this
just,
6942 is just the beginnings of that?
it's just to get that
That's, yeah.
whole point of sale system.
To get the system.
To get the
in one
system.
setting.
Any other questions? Amy?
Number 10,
Yes,
the
where?
grant under finance, the grant money for Passaic Valley Water Commission,
Yeah.
what is that?
That is the grant anticipation note that the district has had since prior to my coming here, had the ROD grants for a lot of the work that was done before, I think it was the telecommunication system and all. With that, in order to get this state reimbursement, that's the process, and we're still waiting for the state to get the money back. So we've had this grant anticipation note, and it renews each year. And we go out to bid for the lowest rate, and in order to renew that until the state pays us back the money.
And that being said, has the state released money yet to, match funds for doing improvements or doing, remember before they weren't releasing money, there was no money for them to
Oh.
release
Yeah, that's.
towards that, or is that not applicable
The
towards
round,
that?
no, that's-
You would have to
that's
look
another-
under property and transportation for that.
There's a new.
I thought that's what that had to do with.
An old one.
That's,
Oh.
that's the
That's
old
old.
one.
Oh,
We
okay.
are going out for a new one.
Right.
If you look at page 5, it's under 4 and under 5, number 4 and number 5. We're authorizing, Garrison to go out to do a bunch of level 1 things such as, new windows for the elementary schools, a roof, and all of the items that we need done. Because the state's now coming back and we need to get moving on this quickly because, the huge application is due September 4th.
Got it.
So we met earlier tonight as a committee and we're doing that.
And the new kitchen. That was it.
Because we put a stop on that last month because if we can get it paid for at almost 50%, then why would we have all of you pay for it full 100% if we could stop? And everything that we're doing, which we will have enough to pay for using our capital reserve and not have to go out to the taxpayers
For a bond.
for a bond referendum. And that would be like about 1.8 million would be our cost.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Mrs. Zindowski.
Yes, Kathy Zanowski, 617 Detmar Terrace. Question number 8, how does that affect me?
Under what category?
Oh, the financial, the hardware for the POS, for the lunch programs?
As far as what? As far as affect your job?
Yeah,
At
What-
this time, it would just take some of the tasks you're doing now and kind of streamline those activities down, so you're not spending so much time on the tedious of counting money and tickets and things like that, and maybe some other things that you could be doing.
do we need to get special,
Well,
Class
You'll
on
get-
it,
You'd
or-
obviously be trained for that, obviously, yes.
because we haven't heard anything since we left in June, so I was just curious.
So it's because it's not approved yet.
Oh,
So you
okay,
get it.
thank you, Sam.
Any other questions? No? Board Secretary's report is attached. Joanne, do you have anything to say about that, or is it self-explanatory?
It's pretty self-explanatory. The only thing I forgot to add on there was I did respond to one of the requests. I try to make a point of putting them on there if I get one, just so you know. But the rest is pretty self-explanatory.
Thank you, Joanne, I'm sorry. Superintendent's report, Mr. Iannucci?
Just some of the updates from the board, I did send you that update letter a couple of weeks ago. Hopefully everybody got that in the mail, for what's going on in the district. We continue to hold principal meetings, curriculum meetings, child meetings as well, just to try to do an overview of all the things that go on in this district, because we do have a lot of new staff members still as an administrative team. They've been doing a great job. They've taken the Runnemede community, made a lot of connections already. I know both principals have been meeting with their staff throughout the summer, either at school or going out to lunch or just kind of meet and greet type of things. We meet with Mr. Bruner as well, try to get some things clarified as far as the facilities and, one of the things, the last couple of weeks, the outside of the facilities, we want to spruce those up before the opening of the school year. I want to thank everybody, including Joanne down in the board office, for making this transition. For me, the day-to-day operations of the board office has been eye-opening, and I do appreciate their patience, and I appreciate all the hard work that they do. And the last thing I had on there was the preliminary scores from New Jersey S did come out last, 2 weeks ago. The scores aren't where they need to be. We weren't happy with them. We weren't devastated by them, but we weren't really happy with them. And one of the things that I listed in there, there is growth and consistent growth from grades 3 to 8. So the kids are progressing through the school system and doing better. But we really need to address some of those lower level concerns where the kids aren't proficient, especially the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade area levels. I understand for the younger kids that it's easy for them to take a test for 5 straight days is difficult, but we need to ramp it up a little bit, so to speak. So I know the administrators have been working hard this summer, come up with some new ideas. They've kind of tweaked the schedule to assess those needs of the kids.
Math or language arts, or both?
Language arts is a concern in the elementary schools. That's a big concern.
This year, isn't it very close to spring break as well? Aren't they extremely close?
It was in May.
What do you mean, this year's testing coming up?
This year's.
Oh, upcoming year,
Yes.
upcoming year.
It's so close to spring break.
Well, that's why we redid.
Redid the
We redid the
schedule.
calendar, right. For that very reason. That's language arts.
Well,
and
we
health
will,
arts.
well, we can let the public know, and actually, during our break, Naomi let us know, we are going to meet again for a special meeting on Wednesday, the 28th. Can I move that to 11:30? Everybody's okay with 11:30 instead of 11?
Yeah.
So everyone can be
Thank
here, no problem. 11:30, and where we'll be holding our board retreat. That Mr. Ionucci's so excited about. So we'll be here for a few hours, so keep that open. The 28th at 11:30 instead of 11 o'clock. So we will be going over that data then. Any questions for Joanne or Mark?
Now, I just wish to, after Mark's information that came to us via his letter and the proposal for Mr. Bruner for another custodian, I just want to publicly thank you for the research that you did to, again, bring forth some more staff to help maintain our buildings in our district the way they should be. And to bring, again, somebody back into those buildings that should be there for the safety reasons for our children. I thank you very much for that.
Thank you. And some people were raising their eyebrows at Mrs. Trillo. A few years back, we were told by the state that we needed to cut custodians because we were over budgeted and over square footage, and Mr. Bruner did some investigation and found that their numbers and their calculations were incorrect. So this evening, we will be hiring a new full-time custodian to make sure that our elementary schools have custodians in the morning, during opening of buildings and such. So that'll be a huge asset to our district, so thank you again. The nurses report, special education report, building and grounds report, and principals report will all resume in the fall. PTA, would you like to talk? Sorry, I looked at the wrong person. We have it. Would you like to say anything, President Moore?
Thank you. Thanks. We had our summer meeting to plan out the school year. We have a lot of new moms that are from our kindergarten classes and first grade that are excited to take over some leadership roles. And moving forward, we'll be continuing some of our great programs and sitting down with administration to go over some of the needs of the school district. And those meetings will be happening towards the end of August. One of our big things that we're in conjunction with Mr. Ionucci is a meet and greet on the 27th, and I know Mrs. Wilson passed that out, because there's so many new staff members and new administrators, and everybody's excited to meet one another, so we thought we would help facilitate that and host a meet and greet. So that will be something that's coming up. And just our regular programming coming up for the fall includes some of our poinsettia sales and our big basket auction and things like that. But we'll also be looking towards bringing back the KD Cop. He was instrumental in giving a great presentation for internet safety that wasn't as well attended as we'd like, but the people who were there were so affected by it and such great information that we look forward to really advertising it maybe in a different way this year, because it's just such a necessary topic for the students and for the parents. So that's some of the little things that we've been planning, and there'll be additions to that over the school year, but for the summer I thought it was pretty good.
Can you tell us who your officers are going to be for this season?
Sure. We have, I was elected president.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. April Berger will be our vice president. Cindy Mead is our treasurer. Annette Marker is our recording secretary. And Amy Barry is our corresponding secretary.
Thank you. Congratulations all on the board. Wish you well. on continued success, because PTA is an amazing organization, it always has been, and I'm sure it always will be.
Thank you.
And this is a very exciting, the welcome back, that's really an awesome idea, so we look forward to that, thanks for our invitation. Other committee reports, Naomi, do you wanna update us on negotiation?
Yes, after the meeting, I will speak with Mrs. Hummel regarding the date that we need to set, for September, so we'll do that. We have given the REA our first proposal. They have it now, they're looking over it, and then at the next meeting, they will, counter that, and then the process is still, we're still working in that process. So our next step is just to have another meeting, so that we can get their counter proposal, read that over, and then counter proposal that. So that's kind of where we are at right now currently.
Thank you. And also this evening, we, Chaz, Patty, and I, had an ad hoc committee meeting, in regards to the ROD grant that everybody has a packet in front of them, and we spoke about in length at the work session, so, I think we're all updated on that, but I just wanted to let you guys know that we did meet, the three of us. Any other questions before we move on? All right, under property and transportation, I need a motion to approve items number 1 through 7.
I'd like to make a motion to approve items number 1 through 7.
A second.
Motion made by Naomi, seconded by Maria. Questions? Roll call.
Angel Beebe,
Yes.
Charles Buckheim,
Yes.
Naomi Davidson,
Yes.
Maria Panzarella,
Yes.
Patricia Smith,
Yes.
Samantha Spalding.
Yes.
Jen Terrell,
Yes.
John Moore.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0.
Under personnel, I need a motion to approve items number 1 through 19.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion made by Patty, seconded by John. The only addition would be under number 14, that asterisk is going to read stipends remain at the 2012-2013 rate pending new contract and board discretion. Roll call.
Angel Beebe,
Yes.
Charles Buckheim,
Yes.
Naomi Davidson,
Yes.
Maria Panzarella,
Yes.
Patricia Smith,
Yes.
Samantha Spalding,
Yes.
Jen Terrell,
Yes.
John Moore.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0.
Under finance, I need a motion to approve items number 1 through 17.
Make a motion.
Motion made by John,
Second?
seconded by Naomi. Any questions? Maria, you good there?
I'm done.
Okay. Roll call.
Angel Beebe,
Yes.
Charles Buckheim,
Yes.
Naomi Davidson,
Yes.
Maria Panzarella,
Yes.
Patricia Smith, Samantha Spalding,
Yes.
Jen Terrell,
Yes.
John Moore.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0.
Under curriculum, I need a motion to approve items number 1 through 6.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Chaz,
I'll second.
seconded by Lynn. I do want to add that number 1 and number 2 need the number 5. It should read 5-year curriculum renewal plan and 5-year curriculum renewal plan, 2 times. Questions? Do you want that question verified that you had earlier about number 6?
No.
You got it?
I'm
You're
fine.
good?
Yes.
Is that what we said earlier is what it was?
Exactly. Yeah.
Taking away one and add another one due to the needs of the students
That's
coming
correct.
over. Okay,
That's correct.
all right. Roll call.
Angel Beebe,
Yes.
Charles Buckheim,
Yes.
Naomi Davidson,
Yes.
Maria Panzarella,
Yes.
Patricia Smith, Samantha Spalding,
Yes.
Lynn Terrell,
Yes.
and John Moore.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0.
Under policy and public relations, I need a motion to approve the parental involvement first reading.
I'll make a motion to approve that. Second.
Motion made by Patty, seconded by Maria. Roll call.
Angel Beebe,
Yes.
Charles Buckheim,
Yes.
Naomi Davidson,
Yes.
Maria Panzarella,
Yes.
Patricia Smith, Samantha Spalding,
Yes.
Lynn Terrell,
Yes.
John Moore.
Yes.
Motion carries 8-0.
Mrs. Adair is here, so I would like to go back and to the minutes before we open up for public comment. And I would like a motion to approve the minutes for the June 27th, 2013.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Chaz, seconded by Patty. Roll call again, please. We just didn't pass because people were absent. Remember, it was just a few of us.
Angel Beebe, abstain. Charles Buckheim,
Yes.
Naomi Davidson,
Yes.
Maria Panzarella,
I have to abstain.
Patricia Smith,
Yes.
Samantha Spalding,
Yes.
Lynn
Abstain.
Sherrill, and John Moore,
Abstain.
and Patricia Dare.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. At this time, we're open for public comments on non-agenda items. The public is reminded that they should attempt to resolve problems and/or complaints through initial contact with a staff member or members involved therein and the chief school administrator prior to petitioning the Board of Education. Complaints should only be brought to the board after the appropriate school staff has a reasonable opportunity to resolve the problem at the employee level. Statements should be limited to length and 3 minutes. The public is reminded that all public complaints against a district employee must be made through a specific grievance process. A description of this process may be found in Board of Ed Policy File Code 0167. This policy is available upon request in the Office of the Board Secretary. Any individual named an employee in a complaint before the Board of Education without that employee's permission could be cited for violating the employee's civil and contractual rights. This time, we're open again for public comment. Mrs. Winters.
I have a question on, in finance number 2. When's the last time your mileage was looked at? Everyone's got the mileage?
That's,
set by the.
yeah, that's
That's
regulated by the state.
That's regulated by the state.
You're getting ripped off.
Everything's regulated by the
what's-
state.
I know, gas is $4.
I think when the IRS changes that rating, then it comes out and we change our rating.
No, no.
No, it doesn't.
Probably doesn't apply to
No, I
everything.
think they determine our rating.
Oh, no, it's the state. Any other questions? All right, this evening, we do have a need for executive session, so I need a motion to go into executive. Motion made by John, seconded by Naomi. Whereas while the Senator Byron M. Bayer Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12, requires that all meetings of the Runnemede School District Board of Education to be held in public, NJSA 10:4-12B sets forth 9 types of matters that may lawfully be discussed in executive session without the public being permitted to attend. And whereas the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education has deemed it necessary to go into closed session to discuss certain matters which are exempted from the public, and whereas the 9 exceptions to the public meetings set forth in NJSA 10:4-12B are listed below, and next to each exception is a box within the number of issues we privately discussed that fall within that exception shall be written, and after each exception is a space where additional information that will disclose as much information about the decision as possible without undermining the purpose of the exemption shall be written. Now, therefore be it resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will go into closed session for the following reasons as outlined in NJSA 10:4-12B. Any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiation in which the public body is or may become a party. Any matters falling within the attorney-client privilege to the extent that the confidentiality is required in order for the attorney to exercise his ethical duties as a lawyer. There'll be 2 reasons why we're going in for this evening. It's Runnemede Board of Education versus Alessi and the REA contract. We will also be going into executive session this evening for a matter involving employment, termination of employment, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of the performance, promotion or discipline of any specific prospective public officer or employee or current public officer or employee employed or appointed by the public body unless all individual employees or employees whose rights could be adversely affected request in writing that such matter or matters we discuss in public, specifically our solicitor appointment. Whereas the length of the executive session is undetermined, however, the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will make every attempt to estimate the time of the session prior to convening the session, after which a public meeting shall reconvene at 8 p.m. and the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will proceed with business. And remember, that's an approximate time. Now therefore be it resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education will go into executive session for only the above stated reasons. Be it further resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education hereby declares that its discussion of the aforementioned subjects may be made public at a time when the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education attorney advises that the disclosure of the discussion will not detrimentally affect any right, interest, or duty of the school district or any other entity with respect to said discussion. Be it further resolved that the Runnemede Public School District Board of Education, for the aforementioned reasons, hereby declares that the public is excluded from the portion of the meeting during which the above discussion shall take place, and hereby directs the board secretary to take the appropriate action to effectuate the terms of this resolution. Be it further resolved that the board secretary on the next business day following this meeting shall furnish a copy of this resolution to any member of the public who requests one at the fees allowed by NJSA 47:1A-1. Action on any item may or may not be taken in open session at the conclusion of the executive session. All in favor to go into executive session? At this time, I need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Maria, seconded by Patty. All in favor?
Aye.
Patty Smith. Meeting is adjourned at 8:05.